last name is Frankie Zolferino. That is my name. I'm 29. If this is true, amazing personality, so talented and very kind. Thank you, Darlene. I appreciate that. The virtual show is going to be just as amazing, yes. It really is. It's not like going to be a virtual show like off my phone or something. I'm literally flying in a full camera, a video team and stuff to do it all, to make sure that, you know, the experience is amazing for everyone. It is a virtual concert, that it is. I have the shirt next to me. I might have to put it on. Always stay positive, beautiful. Thank you. You'll be able to stream the video anywhere, on your TV, on your phone, however you want to watch it. Okay. I need a lot of prayers. My dad just got told he has less than a month and I feel really bad. Well, Amber, I'm praying for you, but you know what I want you to do more than anything? I want you to get off this love. Or you can hang out with me. And I want you to don't worry about me or anything like that and spend every last minute and do all the things that you want to do with your dad and say all the things that you want to say to him. And if you're going to look at it in any positive way, even though it does not feel positive at all, and I can't even imagine being in your position, but the one thing that I'm sure someone else might tell you that maybe if you lose someone quickly is that now is your time to say all the things and, you know what I mean, and make all those lasting memories while you can. And I know that, and I know even just from when I see a lot of people's posts, I know that a lot of people, have gone through, like, losing loved ones, especially in these past, like, year and stuff. And so, also, you never know. Miracles do happen. So, stay positive. Keep praying. But, enjoy this, and try to enjoy these last, moments together and, really cherish them. It's like I tell people all the time that come into my lives too, or like when people just want to ask like silly questions, or, they want to like say dumb things, and I'm just like, it fascinates me because like life is so short. Why do you want to waste your time on such negativity and foolishness? You know what I mean? I know for me that I always think about that every day, and that, like, I know that life is short and we have to cherish it, and that's why I go for my dreams, and I go for, I try to push myself to reach all my goals, and I always tell everyone, even my friends, I always tell them, when people will say, like, your dreams are too big, or you're crazy for thinking these things, but someone has to do it, and somebody will get there, so why can't it be me, or why can't it be you? And so, it just goes to show you that life is precious, so you got to enjoy it as best as you can. Alright, I don't want to make that sad, so let's open up another gift, Alright, let's do it. Whew. Okay, I don't know if I'm going crazy right now. I gotta ask. You gotta pause for a minute because I need to ask somebody something. Give me 1 second. So, like, did you open this? Like, where's it from? Like, why is this shirt out? Okay. I don't know. It was just out. Okay. Like, where is this from now? Like, why is it in a bag? Well, somebody had to because I haven't touched anything. Okay, well, I have a shirt, and it's not in, I don't know if I did this maybe in the middle of the night, and, I don't know, maybe I was drunk or something, and I opened this shirt. It says, "Until It's Done." Do you see it? It has my name on the back. But now I need to see who it's from, because I don't even know. Maybe it was in here, and I started to open this. This is from Sandy Bauer. This is who it must be from. I think that maybe my nieces opened it. Someone in my house opened this. I don't think I did. So maybe it was my nieces. Because I haven't been home, and all of the stuff has been here. But wait, there's another one in here. Let's see. This house. Have you ever in your life? Shit. Oh, I love this. You guys got to see this. Sandy, this is great. It's not from Sandy? Okay, nope, it's not. It says Bauer on here. Package 1 of 2. Who's it from? It's from Michelle? Brenda? No? I fucked this shit up tonight, I know. It's from Michelle. Brenda, Michelle. Who is it from? Sandy. Yes. Michelle. Is it from Michelle? Fuck. It's from Michelle. Okay. And then is this from Sandy? Underestimate me. That'll be fun. Because this is iconic too. I'm so fucking confused, I am. I don't know if I took something tonight and I'm like going crazy. Someone in this house opened my shit though, I'm gonna tell you that, because everything's out of order. So, I don't know what happened down here. Okay, this is what I'm going to ask. There's 2 shirts. I don't know right now. One is from Sandy, one is from Michelle. I think this is from Michelle, and I believe this is from Sandy. Can one of my admins confirm with me later so I know who's are from who? And you can tell me for sure. Because people keep telling me Brenda too. So, you're tired, you need sleep. I'm okay, trust me, I'm good. Do I look tired though? I really get nervous when people tell me that. Okay, yeah, I'm just gonna let you guys confirm me later. I love them both. Michelle, Sandy, maybe Brenda. Thank you. Wait. Sandy's don't underestimate me. Okay, that's what I thought. Yes. And then I think you look well rested. Well, I'll tell you guys, I have such a complex. So someone just said I have such a complex from coming on lives and people always saying to me that I look tired. Because then I'm like, the days that I'm not tired, I start looking in the mirror for an hour and I'm like, okay. Why do I look tired? Like, is it because I'm looking awful? Maybe I'm going to ask you guys, unless I say I'm really tired, don't tell me I look tired because I'm getting too much of a complex. making me sweat my fucking sweat. Every time I see that on here, it's like there's hundreds of comments. For some reason, I always see the one that says, "You look tired," and I'm like, "Oh fuck, here we go with these." I do have. Listen, guys. I know other people have it too. So listen, let's. I do have dark under eyes. It's hereditary. It is what it is. It's not just you, because my own managers have literally come over to me sometimes, especially in like the winter when you get really pale, and they're like, "You look really tired. Like, are you okay?" And I'm like, I have dark under eyes. I have rested, but I can't control this shit. Sorry, y'all. Okay, there's a card in here. I'm going to open it right now. I did just see that. I saw that. I wasn't going to not open that. Oh, no, Sandy, you're killing me. This will come into amazing use because I'm there every day. Starbucks. I have an obsession with it. I love Starbucks. Oh, this is so sweet. I gotta read this to you because this is so sweet. Sandy said, "It breaks my heart you are denying yourself so much while you are fighting for your career. I'll tell you one thing. I say this all the time. I won't lie to people. What I've sacrificed for my career, you could not even imagine. What I've given up for my career, you cannot even imagine. And that is true, but I can say how lucky I am at the same time, though. So it's like a catch-22. What I've sacrificed and what I've given up, yes. But how lucky I am at the same time is like I'm so blessed at the same time that I'm healthy, that I have, fans that support me, that I'm able to bring people together through my music, that I'm able to inspire people, that I'm able to give back to people, that in some way in my life, I was able to help someone else's or be part of someone else's. And so, for as much as I give up or deny myself, I'm also blessed times 3 with so many other things. So, gotta look at it that way as well, you know what I mean? Like some nights I go to sleep and I'm like, I love this. Some nights I go to sleep and I'm like, Sandy, you're too much. You are literally too much. This is too much. You're amazing. You don't have to ever do this for me. Some nights I go to sleep and I'll be on the phone with one of my friends or something, and I'm like, it's so crazy because you know what I mean? Like I'm watching my dream come true. You know what I'm saying? Like how many people can say this? Maybe it's not as fast, or maybe it's taken so long. Maybe it's not exactly where I want it to be, but in some type of way, I'm literally watching my dreams come true, and that's amazing. Oh, wait a minute. I gotta pull this for no. This you guys have to see this. Hold on. Okay. It says, hey, first look at me on the beach. I want to be there every day. I love that so much. And then it says, pull here for a letter. Thank you so much, Sandy. I love this letter. It really means a lot. out of everything in here, the letter is always usually like my favorite part, to read what you guys have to say, because it inspires me, like when I'm having a bad day, or I feel like I want to give up, or I feel like I can't do this anymore, I'm not seeing the results, and then I see something like this, and it always, just almost like gives me like that energy to keep going. So really sweet. Thank you. All right. Do I write back? Write back where? I always answer. I answer a lot on my Instagram. Especially, I always tell people, like, if you really want to, like, get some, like, have me answer or something, when I first post, I answer my most right then. So if you turn on your notifications for my post, I always answer the first, like, ones, usually quick. I don't answer as much on TikTok, guys, not because I don't want to. The app literally blocks me all the time. Every time I keep answering too many people, it keeps freezing my whole account. It doesn't let me continue to answer. And so that's the reason that you won't see me always on there answering, because it doesn't let me. My Z-Mob light is going up, but I'm bringing my Z-Mob light to my concert, and so I'm not putting it up here yet until my concert's done, because I'm doing something with it at my actual show. You want a Frankie bobblehead that sings? My mannerisms made me look tired. Yes, I am. I keep rubbing my eyes. I do. My left eye has like been bothering me all day. I'm going to continue to keep seeing everything here. Hold on. There's so much. Oh my goodness. There's so much. This is from Angela Domino. I did use my eye drops. What kind of person would I like to date? Somebody who motivates me, somebody who has their own dreams and goals, and somebody I can laugh with, and just, I think what everybody wants, right? Oh, this is beautiful. Saw this and thought of you, and amazing. Let's see what this says. Always remember, you are braver than you believe, stronger than you seem, smarter than you think, and loved more than you know. So true. Thank you, Angela. Thank you. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Second envelope from Sandy. Was it the Starbucks gift card? The second envelope from Sandy? Did I miss something? Sorry guys, 1 minute, let me see. Or actually, I think it's coming up right now. It's here, it was the next one up. Sandy, you sent me a second thing? You're too much right now, you're killing me. Is it my birthday? It's my birthday every day. With my fans, it's my birthday every day. Are you wondering, like, why are people sending this guy gifts, right? For what reason? That sounds fucking nuts. It's crazy, right? I don't know why they do this for me. Ask them, I have no idea why. I'm not that great. I just sing and dance for people. Right, Sandy? Wait until Christmas. Oh, goodness. Oh, my. Okay. I opened it. Thank you, guys. Thank you. I opened it, and this is what I saw. And so I didn't want to be mean, because I'm like, I don't know why Sandy sent me these black squares. And so I was trying to figure out in my head just now what I could answer back. Here's your phone. I was trying to figure out what I could answer back with, so like that I sounded like I was gonna be like, oh my god, I love this. Like, I'll use this for squares on the floor, you know, to like use for dancing. And then I realized that I had pictures on the other side. This is my niece. This is amazing. This is amazing. How cute is she? And I'm assuming this is beautiful. So Sandy, let me ask you, am I allowed to like give her one as well? Or is it supposed to all go together like in a box of 4? Or does she get 2 and I get 2? Thank you so much. Thank you. Am I this kind and grounded in person? I don't think I'm this kind in person. No, I'm pretty kind. I'm definitely grounded for sure. Kind, I have my moments like everybody else, you know what I mean? Gray is not my color. Every color's my color, baby. I think that I definitely am really nice. I try to be nice, but I also don't like to be walked all over. I don't like I'm nice, but I'm not dumb. Let's put it that way. And I speak up for what I stand up for and for what I do believe in. You know, I have my days if I'm sitting in traffic like everybody else. You know, and I'm like, you know, like, you know, I'm human like everyone else. I try to be nice. I try to look at the 2 sides to every story. I try to, you know, choose the higher route in life. I don't always do that because, like I said, I am human like everybody else, but I definitely try my best to be the best version of myself I can be. I don't ever want to like come into something and be like, I'm the nicest person in the world, because, you know, I'm not. So, do not mistake my kindness for weakness, absolutely. There's one for everyone. That's so sweet. Thank you, Sandy. I really love this. I really do. I need moderators in my life. No, it's fine. Let them come in. It makes the numbers higher. I love this so much. I really do. She's so cute. I'm sorry, I keep looking at her. That's my niece. Really sweet. New York attitude if someone pisses you off. Absolutely. I do love that so much. You know what I mean? I love being from New York and having that personality. It's just like I said to the girl that I was had the PR conversation with at the end. She said, is there anything else you want to ask me or say? And I said, well, I just want you to know whatever opportunities you don't create for me, I'm going to create myself. Just giving, I want you to know the kind of person I am. So, like, if you're not going to come through with it, I'm going to find a way to come through with it. Secondly, I said I kept my mouth shut for 11 years. I let people walk all over me in this industry. I never raised my voice. I always wanted to seem humble. I never wanted to seem cocky. And now I know I'm at a point in my life, like more than anything, where I do know that I know my worth more. I know that how much time I've put into things, and I'm not afraid to, speak my truth and, say for what I believe in. And at the end of the day, it's like I always tell somebody, if you believe in this and I believe in that, let's just say, right, you say, well, I think that this artist is better than you. When I say, okay, well, I think I'm better than them. And I say, okay. And then I say to them, okay, so why don't we do this? Let's meet up right now. And let's do it. I'm not scared. I love to go in for a little competition. I've worked really hard. I'd go on stage with just about anybody. I'm not scared at all. So nice, yes. Dumb, no. And I'm always willing to put up a fight if I have to. Don't be fooled. Sometimes you got to agree to disagree. Oh my goodness. Let's see what this is from Photo Books. Okay, let's see. It doesn't say who it's from. Like, could I tell you right now, the 600 people in here, that my live concert's going to be better than 60% of the artists that are signed on record labels? Yes, absolutely. Would I go into a record label and tell them the same thing? Absolutely. My concert that I'm putting together with me and 2 other people, is it going to be better than the people that have millions of dollars of a budget and have the help of thousands of people that help them? Hair, makeup, choreographers, lighting designers, camera people, this, that, and the every. Is it going to be better than theirs? Yes. Is your $30 going to be worth every single cent? Absolutely. Will you regret paying for it? No, you will not. For sure. If you're like, wow, you better really put on a good show. Oh my God, this is absolutely hysterical. This is absolutely hysterical. Is this from Jess? Part of, just so you guys know too, I always tell this even to kids I teach. In order to really go on stage and be a great performer, and even if anyone in here, I don't know if anyone in here is a performer or wanting to be a performer, whatever it is, I grew up in dance competitions. I could tell you the first trick about when someone walks onto the stage, if I know they're going to do well or not. It's not about if they're the best dancer or not. It's the confidence and that they ooze when they walk onto the stage. The walking onto the stage sets the tone for what people are about to see. So if you're showing me that you're not confident, if you know that you're not the best, if you don't feel like you're going to nail it, you're not, and it's going to read to everybody else. And that's part of the trick to being like a great performer. It's about controlling your audience and having your moment. And it's not about being cocky, but being confident. And also knowing that the only person you're competing with is yourself. I don't go on stage to be better than anyone else. I go on stage to be better than myself. And I know that I'm going to go out there and give my 110%. I'm going to give my 110%. I don't know what someone else is going to do, but I know I'm going to give mine. I'm going to walk in that day knowing that what I'm going to put on the stage is the best possible thing that I could put on for that day or put on for what I have going on. Someone said the gum. Yes. I'm sorry. I'm chewing gum. And so that's, that's part of what makes, somebody great. There is a level of, that you have to go out there and really own that moment. Why Beyonce is such an incredible performer, why people say she's the queen. People say she's the queen. It's not because Beyonce is the best dancer. It's not that Beyonce is, well, she is an incredible singer, but I'm saying, there's a million incredible singers and there's a million incredible dancers. So what makes Beyonce stand out from the crowd when you ask someone, right? She stands out from the crowd because she has a level of control over what she's doing. So when she comes onto the stage, we're still on this, it's fine. When she comes onto the stage, you know what I mean? And she has that first moment, she doesn't do this, ready? She's literally going to be like, and there's nothing that's going to break that moment because she knows that she's owning that moment. And by doing that, she's captivating the crowd within an instant. And so, that being said, you know, when people say there's a level of, it's a slightly mental, so like before I go on stage, I actually have to speak to myself. And I'll literally tell myself, hey, Frankie, because, you know, I'm nervous, my heart is racing, I'm palpitating. Guys, please stop speaking about the gum. It's okay. It's not a big deal. It's okay. Just let it go. So, I'm palpitating. My heart's racing, right? Like, I can't literally breathe, right? And I have to keep telling myself, Frankie, I literally have to speak to myself before I go on stage. This is your moment. You've worked hard for this. You have to go out there. You have to kill it. You have to give these people what they're waiting for. This is your stage. You have to own it. You have to control it. And by doing that, what happens is for an artist that doesn't have that confidence, it separates the great artists and the mediocre artists. That's really what it is. It's not about who the best singer is, and it's not about who the best dancer is. It's about the entertainment, you know? Jennifer Lopez is a great example of that because so many people rip on her and they're like, she can't even sing. It doesn't matter that she can't sing. It doesn't matter. She's an incredible performer. She knows how to control her audience. That is not something that really can be taught. It's something that you're born with and you own into, and you really, being a performer versus being an artist is two different things. Being a singer and being an artist and being a performer is two different things. Very, very different. I know people that are incredible singers. That doesn't mean that they can perform for 20,000 people. You sing great. And that's why I always tell people, for a lot of people that, you know, like are on Instagram or TikTok and they're singing in front of their camera and stuff. Yes, it's amazing. But can they do the same thing and captivate people, in a larger audience and a larger scale? That's really where the testament comes into someone being that type of performer. Not anybody can just perform at the Super Bowl. It takes someone spectacular to do something like that. So, Brandy said, just not impressed with J-Lo. Come on. Just J-Lo's. She's pretty impressive. But and then, you know what? But it goes to show you, which is fine, like, that's why there's so many artists, because there's different people, you know what I mean, to entertain for what you like or for what you want. I personally love J-Lo because I gear towards entertainment artists. For me personally, I don't want to sit at a concert and watch someone sit at the guitar and sing. For me personally. Not that there's anything wrong with that, but if I'm spending hundreds of dollars, I need to see something. I want to be entertained. I want to see some things I've never seen. I want to see, you know what I mean, a performance, a show. But that's my personal preference, again, because that's what I like. And that's why I always tell people that's the glory of music. There's something different for so many people, which is amazing, you know what I mean? Because it's like, okay, you don't have to love this person, you could love someone else. And that's awesome, you know? Just like liking a certain genre of music. It's really just a personal preference. This book is amazing. Now, sorry that I'm looking at. I always get really into the conversations about like performance and music and artists because I live for that more than anything. And I just love like putting on shows and videos, and that's always my favorite part. This is great. This is literally great. This book is incredible. Guys, this is crazy. We're having this conversation, right? And guess what just came out in this book? Not lying to you. I'm going to read you exactly what it says. It's funny, everyone complains about how bad music awards are. I wrote this on my Instagram, so Jess took all things about my songs and videos and TikToks and just different things, and she made a book out of it, like for all the stuff about my single I Feel For You, right? And as I'm saying this to you, it's on the page that says, it's funny how everyone complains about how bad music awards are, so stop supporting mediocre artists. I know tons of people sitting at home with massive talent. The industry doesn't decide who's famous, we do. As I'm literally having this conversation, and then that just comes up, so that's really funny. This is awesome. Look, when my song was 18 on the iTunes pop charts. I love this. Jess, the first time that we met. I love that. So cute. I love this. Thank you, Jess. This is great. But that was weird that we were talking about that, and then that happened. Sorry, this floor is a disaster right now if you've seen what I've done here. Is it like people are fighting in here? Is that what's going on? I always forget that I could flip through these. Interesting choices. Where did I learn how to dance? I learned how to dance in Staten Island, New York, at a dance school called Starstruck. When I was 11 years old, I started dancing, and from there, my life's never been the same. So, thank you, Marie. I appreciate it. Thank you, guys. All right. I don't really know many songs in Italian, besides like the prayer that I've sang before. La luce che tu hai, right? That was the one I've sang before. Nel cuore sarà a ricordarci che. What do I have here? Let's see. Hold on, guys. I just want to look to see what I haven't opened and what I have, because I've made like a complete mess right now. Okay, let's see. Alright, sorry, let me see what's here. Alright, let's see what we got. I think I might have opened everything. I think I might have. But I don't know, because I made a little bit of a mess, and sometimes after I make a mess, when I re-clean it up, I see what I haven't opened. I'm going to put this light on for a minute and see. Louisiana. I'm doing good. How old was I when I started dance classes? 11. I was 11. It's like that song. Once I was 11 years old. And just so you guys know, I know people asking if I received their letters. I don't open the letters on here because they're personal, but when I tell you, because people always ask me, like, where do you keep them? What is going on here? I want to know what this is. I know I shouldn't care, but sometimes it's a little fun. So, be original and not mimic. Okay. Marshall, let's have some fun right now. Let's cause a little drama. I know, I'm not supposed to, but who gives a shit? Marshall L.I. I see if you keep going back and forth with someone, so be original and not mimic. Okay. We have a troll. Work. Ooh, let's do this. Come on. Bring it on, baby. Who's the troll? Let's see. Who wants to tell me what's going on? What are you mad about? Who's mimicking who? Let's hear it. It's a troll. We have been jumping on their ass. A couple of trolls. Oh, I love this. Work. Please show more. Okay, so something, you said what? And be original? She's being rude. Was they be original to me? Bitch, there's only one of me, and if you could try to replicate me, but you can't, trust me. If that's what you're, assuming. And if you want to try me, come to my concert and then find me another guy, and tell me if they can do what I can do. I don't mimic anybody, baby. People try to mimic me. They've been commenting negatively. Alright, well, I just wanted to have a little fun for myself. Oh, Marshall's a guy. Even better. I love it. You're not stealing my sunshine, trust me. I'm actually enjoying it. I needed this tonight. It's a little fun for me. It's fun. I love it right now. Come on, say something else. Make my day right now. I love it. I always forget sometimes, when you get a little feisty, it's kind of fun. Just once in a while. Oh my goodness, alright, anyways. That was a fun moment for me. I loved that for me. Oh my goodness. Did Chaka Khan hear my version? I don't think so. It would be pretty awesome if she did, but I don't think so. Anybody have her number? You could text her over the video. Oh my goodness. I'm laughing because I saw Marshall. He said, I suppose 29 is youth at its best. I don't even know what the fuck that means. Is youth at its best? What? I love that. Oh, my goodness. Okay. I'm weak. I'll scream. This is too funny. Jason, you're in here. Frankie, I'm the only guy allowed in here. Yes. Oh my goodness. Baby, baby, when I look at you. Hey, Noah. Too many funny comments. Oh my goodness. You want to have a dance off? Okay. Well, I'm not a dancer, so I don't know if you'd want to have a dance off with me, but if you want to have a dance off with a dancer, that'd be dope. And just so you know too, Marshall, from what you've seen me post of my dancing, you have no idea. I'm actually was a trained dancer. I can do all styles of dancing. I just don't do that now, but if you're up for it. Because if we're going to do it, we have to do every category, you know what I mean? I'll give you tap, because I don't do that. But we'll start with jazz, then we'll make our way to contemporary, then we'll go to lyrical, then we'll do a little hip-hop, then we'll do a little contemporary, then we'll do a little musical theater. We'll go through all the categories. I'll give you ballet too. It wasn't my best. Decent, but not my best. So look, you're getting a head start. You get 2 categories. I'm kidding, but listen, I don't know who you are. I don't think that you know who I am. It's not a big deal. I will tell you one thing and one thing only. I don't know if you are a dancer or you want to be a dancer. Do your thing, go for it. Always stay humble. I'll be honest with you. I really just did this to joke around a little bit. I don't think that I'm, like I said before, I'm not better than anybody else. You may be the greatest dancer in the world. I do what I love to do. I love to perform. I love to, go on stage and entertain people. I'm not the greatest dancer in the world. I'm not the greatest singer in the world. I'm not the greatest entertainer in the world. There will always be someone better than me, just like there'll always be someone better than you. That's how life works. That's what keeps us motivated to be better. I can say, though, that I am a really hard-working person. I've always I give 120% to anything that I do. Will it always be perfect? No. Will I always find a critique in myself? Absolutely. Will I always think that I can be better? 100%. Is that where... Do I love that? Absolutely, because it helps me grow. It helps me build as an artist. Like I said, I don't even know who you are, what your age is, or I don't know anything about you. But I don't think that you know much about me either. I was a chubby kid in the 7th grade that had glasses, that was overweight, that wasn't the most popular kid. All the girls did not love me. I had a dream. I was never the best dancer in the class. I had to work 20 times harder than everyone else. I stood in the dance studio and the recording studio and in singing lessons for hours after everybody else left. I went on my first diet when I was 13 years old. I transformed my life. I never looked back. I went for everything I've ever wanted in my life. I never had anything handed to me. Anything that I've gotten, any success that I've had, I've earned. I sold all of my jewelry from when I was a kid to make my first music video. I've toured and traveled the whole entire world, not because I know people or because my family was involved in the music industry, but because I had a passion and I went with it and I hustled for it. And I've slept in cars, I've slept in basements, I've literally done I've been at the highest of heights and the lowest of lows, and did what I had to do to get where I wanted to be. I'm not exactly where I want to be in my career yet. There's so much more that I want in my life and in my career, and there's so much more I want to go after. And I can tell you one thing that I will thank you for. It is people like you for my whole life since I'm a little kid, right? Like that bully in school or that kid that makes fun of the other kid for dancing, that inspired me and gave me the confidence to reach all my dreams. So thankful for people like you in the world that have pushed me and motivated me to achieve all of my greatest dreams. And like I said, I don't have everything that I've ever dreamt of and wanted, but I'm on my way to it. And I have incredible fans, and I've been able to, tour the world and put out songs that have been in the, top 30 of the iTunes charts. And I'm blessed for all of that. And I can say that the one thing that I don't like, or I can ask you to do, is no one deserves to be bullied. Luckily, I was a kid in school that when someone made fun of me for dancing or made fun of me for singing, I used it and I grew from it and I built it and I used it as my fuel. Other people that were in the same position that I was in didn't have that same strength. And what happened to them was they crumbled, and they, some people have taken their own lives because of being bullied and stuff. And so that's one thing I won't stand for. Is, especially when it comes to I could care less. Like I always tell people, come to me, you can bully me all you want because I can take it, but there are people in the world that can't, and you never know the kind of day someone's having or how you can affect that. How do you know if you came into my live and I was thinking about giving up on my career, or I was having the most awful day of my life? And how do you know if your one word stopped me from living my dreams? And how do you know if your one word or your one critique took me and made me want to take my life? You'll never know. So instead of maybe throwing that out, just throw something positive, or just don't say something at all, because you never know what someone else is going through or where someone else has been in their life. So that being said, if you want to start over, I'm Frankie. That's my story. I don't know who you are, but maybe one day I can help you, or you can help me, or who knows, maybe one day our circles will pass. And if you're such an incredible dancer, maybe you'll be dancing for me on stage in one of my concerts. You never know. Sometimes life comes full circle. So, Marshall, thank you, bro. Okay, let's see if there's anything else here. I think, so I was saying before to everybody else. Sorry, okay, we're done with that. All of your cards and letters, people always ask me where they go. There's hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of them in here. I have cards and letters from all the way from when I was in a boy band that I've even saved from then. And I always save them, and kind of like what I said before, when I'm having a time in my life or feeling really down, I read them all. All the ones in here have been read so far. That's what, if they're in here, that means they've been read. If they're not in here, it hasn't been read yet. And so when I feel like I'm having one of those days where I'm like, I can't do this anymore, I want to give up, I will sometimes literally go into these cards and reread them, or read a certain one that really touched my heart, and I'm like, okay, Frankie, like, you got to keep going, you can do this. And so it's my new basket of cards here. Someone said, tell us play some songs you're going to sing in your show. So I'm going to do something. I'm not going to say it on here because I want to make like a little bit of a game out of it. And do like some special things with it. I am going to slowly release what songs I'm going to be singing in my show, what songs I'm not, and start to kind of bring people on a journey with me on how I put together my actual concerts. It's on this phone right now. I can't even show you, but it always starts with the music. I start with the music, and I work with 5 or 6 different people, music producers, bands, people that arrange show tracks and stuff like that. And I start with that, and I start discussing, where I want to start the show, where I want to end the show, what has to go in the middle. Those are the three most important parts. I always want to start it big, I want to end it big, and I want to have something in the middle that also heightens it. And then where the records will go in between to make sure that the show continues this whole way. So I am going to announce kind of what records I will be singing slowly, but I can say that yes, I am using the crystals you sent me. I have them. I can say though that I am singing most of my original records, so I'll be singing for sure Say Less, for sure Stuck on You, Forever Girl, On My Way, I Feel For You, and my new record that's coming out on October 12th, which is Let's Get It On. And that will be my last kind of cover remake that I put out. Everything after that will be my originals. So, yeah. Those are some of the things that you'll be hearing in the show. I'm singing over 30-something records in the show. So when I say that I'm singing over 30-something records, I don't sing the full songs because a lot of them I put into medleys to keep the show moving quickly and keep it energetic and fun. So, yeah. And I have a couple of sets that I want to keep a surprise, so I don't want to give away what's going to be in there. I'm not singing Don't Come Rain. No, I know someone wrote that. I'm not singing that. I didn't make it into the set list. I mean, things can always change when I'm in rehearsals. Sometimes I randomly will add something or take something out and replace it with something else. So it really depends. But I'm not really at that point yet with the show where I've made final decisions on exactly what records will be definitely in and not. When you go on tour, I'm going broke. I know some people are confused. So the show is a virtual concert. So once the tickets go on sale next week, which I'll post on my Instagram and stuff, anyone be able to watch it from wherever you are. It's going to be Friday, October 16th. Thank you, Brenda. I did see it. Brenda Sims. Friday, October 16th, and it's going to be... I'm hoping it's going to be spectacular. I'm definitely putting a lot of time and love and energy into it, and it's filled with costume changes and dancers and props and, of course, ballads and just a mixture of everything that I love. So you're getting the Frankie show, for sure. I am writing new songs. I have at least about 8 new records just sitting on a computer, and I just had a meeting with my PR company today to discuss the second set of what we want to do with everything and the smartest business way to put things out and decisions and stuff like that. That's like I always tell everybody, it's a process when you're putting out these records. There's a lot goes into them, and a lot of people are involved in them, and yeah, so people ask me that. So, no, the concert won't be available to watch for 24 hours. You have to watch it live, and then it shuts off because it's through a site that live streams. Yeah, so someone just said, I think it was Jackie, I can't believe that you run on the treadmill and you do your whole show. So as I'm building the show sets, I go on the treadmill and I will start singing my first 10 minutes of a set as I'm running, because I need to get used to running and singing the records so that when I start singing and dancing the records, you have to remember the show is extremely physically a lot on me. I sing and dance for about an hour and 15 minutes straight, and with costume changes in between, and so when I'm doing all of that, I need to make sure that it's not about being in the best physical shape because I want to look amazing. It's about literally being in the best physical shape I can be to get through from the beginning to the end without having a heart attack on stage. It's crazy. Guys, don't mind me. I just want to start putting this stuff away as I'm doing this. Does anyone know what time it is right now? Yes, Robin. So I'm going to figure out. I had some issues with the site that I was supposed to do it on as far as doing virtual meet and greets. So when I know more information about that, I will definitely tell everybody for sure. It's 12:40 my time. Okay, cool. Thank you, guys. I was like, what even time is that? I don't even know. Thank you. And I didn't want to check my phone because it'll like freeze the live. Please sing I'll Make Love to You or Earned It. I made a promise to my managers and stuff that I was going to stop singing so much in my lives because they're like, Frank, if you keep singing on your lives, no one's going to come to your live concert. Can you give it a break for a couple of weeks and just get everyone excited to watch you perform live the right way? And I was like, okay. I'll make love to you. I do love that song. Maybe it's in my show. You never know. Like you want me to. And I'll hold you tight. Is that in my show? Baby, all through the night I'll make love to you. I can't remember now. It was honestly on my maybe list. I don't remember if I put it in or not now that I'm thinking about it. I'm not up to that part of my show yet. I'm only at like the beginning so far. Who can guess what the intro to the show is? How about that? Who can guess what the intro to the concert is going to be? What's the intro to the concert going to be? Someone guessed it in there. Someone recently just guessed it. It's not I Feel For You, it's not Say Less. Those are in the opening set, though, I will tell you that. Those are in the opening set. No, not Faith. Not Proud Mary. Not Let's Get It On. Not Janet. Not Forever Girl. Not You Are Not Alone. It's definitely something fast. Yes, it's fast for sure. It's not Ricky Martin. That was a good guess, though. It's maybe something with Michael, but it's not fully. It's like a mixture of something. It's not Let's Get Loud. It's not Bruno. I wish I was coming down from the ceiling. I'm not going to say exactly what it is, though, but I want to see if anyone can guess. I wish I was going to be able to come down from the ceiling. I wish. I'm working on something for this intro that I'm trying to make happen. I literally was like, guys, is there any way that I can come from the floor? They're like, come from the floor where, Frankie? It's a built stage. Like, I know, but, I just wanted to make it fun. Scream by MJ and Janet. I love Scream. Stop pressuring me. Just stop pressuring me. Makes me wanna scream. Pressuring me. That was on my set list of songs I wanted to put in. So you build the stage way up. I want to, trust me, but it's like really expensive to put the piece that like raises up. It's like thousands of dollars. The Way You Make Me Feel. I love The Way You Make Me Feel. It's none of those, though. It's not that. I'll be honest, I don't sing that much, even though like Michael's my favorite, I don't sing that much Michael in my concerts because, I'll tell you the real reason why. because I always get compared so much to him, and people are always like, you sound like Michael Jackson and you perform like Michael Jackson, and so I try not to put too much of it in my show because I don't want to look like a Michael Jackson like cover artist, you know what I mean? Or like that I'm trying to be someone else. Obviously, I still want it to be my show, and the only reason I even really put in covers into the show is because I'm not a huge established artist yet, and I don't have millions of hits and enough songs to last an hour and 15 minutes, and so I want to make sure that I put the covers in so that the audience, so one, so that it fills up the whole show, and two, so that I'm giving people records that they already love mixed in with mine, so that if you're watching it, at least, and you don't know all my songs yet, you know what I mean? It will at least, you know what I mean, kind of, the show's good for everybody is kind of the point of it. And then obviously, once I get to the point in my career where I do have, more hits and songs that, people know, it'll obviously, it's like if you go to a concert or see someone perform, maybe they'll sing one or two covers. And I know that a lot of people are saying, are you singing this or you're singing that? And I don't want to sing, too many. I don't like to sing overly too many covers in my show because obviously you're coming to a Frankie concert, not a cover show, and I want to make sure that But that being said, there is a mixture of everything. So I don't want to say too much. There is a mixture of everything, I swear. It's like pretty set well how I have it. I love Dirty Diana. Dirty Diana. Do I have any concerns about separating the art from the artist and their controversies? No. Because, I'll tell you why. Between the stress of politics, between the stress of the whole thing with people canceling each other, between the stress of, it's like everyone who is successful or everyone, there is so much drama around everyone. I swear, and I don't know if this is right or wrong, but I just completely ignore all of it. And I'm like, my show is just about singing the songs I love. I just have completely X'd out everything else because there's so much crazy drama, you know what I mean, with everyone's opinions, and people are so sensitive about everything. I'm like, my concert is just about having a fun time. It's about, you know what I mean, bringing people together. It's about singing, it's about dancing, and I'm going to just leave everything else to the side. And I'm like, you know what, at the end of it, I had a conversation with someone today, and they were like, saying, oh, some people might not like that, you redid this record. And I'm like, it is what it is. You know what I mean? Some people are going to love it. Some people aren't. And you just got to keep moving on. And I just kind of, ignore the rest of it and just, do what I do. And like I said, at the end of the day, it's just like, it's the same thing even when I'm on my lives. And I don't want anyone to take this the wrong way, but it's just like, I almost like people want to you know what I mean? Like they feed off of the controversy and, yes, right, Jackie, it's so true. They feed off of all the controversy and the stuff. And guys, nobody is perfect. Everyone's gonna you know what I mean? Make mistakes. And Wagmux, what did you say that I missed it? Everyone's gonna make mistakes. And you know what I mean? At the end of the day, what these artists do, I'm not saying, yes, if you're doing something awfully wrong, of course, that needs to be, you know what I mean, brought to the table. But, at the end of the day, much like I always tell people, let's say you're an artist, right, and you've cheated on your spouse. Okay, do I agree with that? No. Do I think that you should have done that? No. Does that mean I'm going to cancel you and never come watch you again? No. I don't give a shit. If you're that, I don't care what you do in your personal life is what you do in your personal life. You know what I mean? I want to go see Justin Timberlake perform. So if Justin Timberlake cheated on, his wife, does that mean I'm never going to go see him again? No. I don't understand that whole thing. Is it right? No. But is it my business? No. And guess what? Billions of people in the world cheat. Is it right? No. But do we, run around and make it a big deal when they do it? I don't think so. So, why do they do it when it happens to an artist? You know what I'm trying to say? Everybody is human. You know what I mean? That doesn't take away from Justin Timberlake being an incredible artist and performer. And that's like my whole thing with music, and that's what I feel like people get so like crazy and wrapped up in like the drama of everyone's lives. And it's like, what happened to just loving somebody who you just genuinely love them because they're an artist and you love their performance? Who are my influences? Michael, Janet, Stevie Wonder, Elvis, Bruno Mars, J-Lo, Madonna, Britney Spears, Justin Timberlake, Usher, Tina Turner, Prince, Whitney Houston, Celine Dion, well, I'm having a blank right now. The Temptations, so many people. I think I'm missing people. Those are like obviously must be my mains if those that came off the top of my head that fast. Smokey Robinson. Oh yeah, Luther Vandross. Boys to Men, yes, Boys to Men. Sorry, yeah, people are like, yeah, I'm trying to think of the songs I sing a lot of. Frankie Valli, yes. Am I going to be redoing Sleeping with a Stranger? Yes, I'm working on it. That's another record that's on my list of records that I'm hoping to re-come out with. Barry White, I love Barry White too. Adele, yeah, I love Adele's music, don't get me wrong, I think she's amazing. I didn't put her like on my inspiration list because, I don't know, maybe it's because like I was already older when she came out, so I just like don't consider her, like, you know what I mean, like I probably went more towards the people that I was inspired by from when I was like younger. George Michael, yes. Michael Bolton, like I like Michael Bolton, but I wasn't like, oh my god. Pink, I love Pink too. Elton John, yes. Channing Tatum, Mariah Carey, yes. Ollie Murs, I haven't heard much of his stuff. I like Cher. Frank Sinatra-ish. Like, I like Frank Sinatra, don't get me wrong, that sounds awful. Like, I'm like, ish. But it wasn't like a huge, like, inspiration for me. Harry Styles, no. That sounded so mean. I was like, no. New Edition, oh, I loved NSYNC, for sure. Justin, I don't know if I said Justin, but of course. Smokey, yes. I think I said Smokey, did I? Now take a good look at my face. I like Lionel Richie too. Did I say Harry Styles wasn't good? No. Not that he's not good. It's just But I think I like Harry Styles. I like a lot of his songs too. I'm like, he's good. My thing is, again, I always say this. It sounds so mean. I veer more towards people that have stuff that have stood out. If I really can't remember a performance that you've done, I'm usually like, not that I don't like you, I just wouldn't really be inspired. Like, am I going to Google and YouTube Harry Styles' performance and watch it and be like, oh, I want to do something like this? No, definitely not. Because I just feel like he just stands there and sings. Like, I don't know your identity, really, as an artist. Do you know what I mean? I know that sounds mean. I like him. Again, it's like, it sounds so mean. Because I do like him. I like his songs. But I just, like, I don't feel like, I wouldn't be like, he's memorable to me in a way. Yeah, I love Lady Gaga. I know I'm trying to make it sound nice, but it's sounding more mean, so I'm going to just stop talking. Yeah, like, it's just not my style. I love MC Hammer. Kelly, I love your honesty. Thank you. It's just kind of like, I love Aerosmith. Like, it would almost be, too, the same way, like, how someone would say to me, like, if someone was, like, critiquing me, or, like, if they were on live, and they're like, what do you think of Frankie Zofran? And they were like, I just feel like he's a bit much for me, you know what I mean? Like, he goes crazy with the dancing and the costumes, and I'd prefer for him just to, like, settle in more and, like, just hear him sing more. You know what I'm trying to say? Like, it's like a preference of what people want. And I'd be like, no, I understand that. Like, that's who I am. You know what I mean? Like, I love to go on stage and put on a costume and change and, you know, be crazy and elaborate. And I love dance breaks, and I love having a lot of dancers on stage and the lights and everything. And that's just me. But, like, I would understand if someone said, like, that they'd be like, oh, I don't know if I'm crazy about that. And I get that. You know what I mean? We all have, you know, like, our own things. Fly me to the moon. Rob Thomas. Yeah, like, I used to like some of his stuff when I was younger. Well, my question to everyone is, you like Post Malone? Yeah, I like Post Malone. My question, Liberace. My question to most people is when I'll not like fight back with someone, but I'll just say to them, okay, if they're like, I love, you know, blah, 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 they're insane, and so this is what I say to them. And I do it quickly so that they don't have time. And I'll be like, okay, well, can you tell me a performance that you remember from that person? And they usually will be like, well, and it's like, okay, well, you can't. So really, how good could they have been? And that's usually the end of my statement. I mean, is it mean? I guess, kind of, but it's the truth. You know what I mean? I mean, if you can't remember the person's performance, I mean, well, how fucking memorable could it have been? How good could it have been if you can't damn remember it? You know? I don't think it's mean. Like, it was good, you know? And that's like when I always like say things like from my people, like I remember moments that they've had, you know? I don't know why I didn't add Beyonce in there. I love Beyonce. You know, it's just like, you have to do something that like, like, wow, like, yeah, like, well, just like I remember them doing that, you know what I mean? Like the second I think of Madonna, I think of the cone bras, I think Vogue, I think of her in the cake, you know what I mean, rolling on the floor and like a virgin, like I remember, like, and this is so long ago, but like I just remember it. Like when I think of Britney Spears, I think of the snake and the nude outfit with all the diamonds on it, you know? Like I can remember performances. When I think of NSYNC, I think of when they put their faces in those screens at the Video Music Awards. Like there's ones that that just stand out to me, you know? Like when I think of Michael, I think of, oh my God, millions. But I mean, obviously when he did, you know, the moonwalk for the first time and the glove and the black jacket, you know, so like, I guess it just, you know, kind of depends on like things like that, that just like, you know, those are, brutally honest. I try. But what I normally do is too, I love the Backstreet Boys too. They had a lot of great songs. I don't think the Backstreet Boys, as far as performances, I do remember when they did the Larger Than Life, but I don't think as performances, I wouldn't say that like they had as iconic ones as NSYNC. Actually, I think for like their songs, they had an incredible like discography of music. Actually, kind of, kind of think they had almost stronger records than NSYNC had in a way. But I think that NSYNC would stand out more as like a performance and you'd remember the stuff more. But I actually think the Backstreet Boys might have had like bigger records. But it just depends. It's very different. I've seen Bruno in person, yes. Return of the Mac. I love Bon Jovi. I just was listening to that song yesterday, and I will love you always. Bon Jovi has like so many incredible songs. IZ from Hawaii is? No, I haven't. Should I check them out? Thank you, Juicy Couture. I love that name. Yeah, I love like the classic rock, like Bon Jovi and Aerosmith and like AC/DC, like really great performers. Bed of Roses, yes. Baby, baby, when I look at you. My throat hurts tonight though, I definitely feel it. Have I ever met celebrities? Of course. Lots of celebrities. What about Frankie Zoffarino? He's good, yeah. I like him. He's pretty good. I'm curious to see what he's going to do. If I had to critique myself, let's see. This is what I would say about myself if I was critiquing myself. Like if I didn't know who I was and someone was like, oh, so what do you think about Frankie Zoffarino? I'd be like, okay. I like Frankie Zoffarino. I'd be like, sometimes I think that he can do like a little bit less. Sometimes I feel like maybe he pushes it a little too hard, just because like you can tell he wants it so much. So like he like pushes it, which I love because I like his, like the determination and like just the passion that he has for it. But I do think that sometimes like he could like take it down a little bit and switch it up. It'd be nice to see that. I think he's like a really great stage performer. I'd love to hear more of his original music. Versus him doing so many remakes of covers, so that I could like establish him more as his own artist and really discover like who he truly is as an artist. And so I'm curious to see like the music that he continues to come out with. And yeah, I think that's what I would say about him. Because I do, even like I watched back, like I just watched back my I Feel For You music video. And I was watching the part, am I better dancer or singer? I don't know, I try to be the same and make it a joint thing. I was watching my I Feel For You video, right? Because I had just been in rehearsal and I was teaching the dancers this section. I feel for you, da da boom, sha sha boom. I think I love you, I think I love you, ha da da. And I was like, oh fuck, I wish I could go back in and redo the video, because when I was reteaching the choreography, and it was in my body so much better like 3 weeks later versus the week that I had learned it. I was like, oh, I would have probably eased into it a little bit more, and I would have made it like a little, like, I think in the video I went like extra hard because I was so hype and I wanted it to be great. And now that, like I've seen it back, I would have loved to like, fix like little things and like where I was doing choreography. But again, it's part of, like I always tell everyone, that's just part of knowing that you can always grow and be better. I don't think there's anything wrong with watching yourself back and being like, okay, I see this here, I see this there, like this could be better, that, and then you just continue to grow, and the videos should be getting better, and you should be growing with them. That's why, like when I was saying, like when I critique other performers and stuff, it's not about really critiquing. It's just like, it's just what I see. I see it from my own self too, so I see where I can grow too. It's part of studying, art and music and, and an audience, and being like, well, what is going to separate me from someone or separate me from someone else? What's going to make me better? What's going to make something stand out? So, I see it for my own self, things that I could always fix and be better at. And that's why even my rehearsals, I sit and I watch the rehearsal videos for hours. I know, guys, people always write this. There's so many imposters of me on social media. I've asked lawyers and everybody. There's nothing I can do besides everyone knowing that all my pages have check marks, and if someone's writing to you and that page does not have a verified check mark, it is not me. I don't have any extra pages or side pages. But like I was saying, for my rehearsal videos, I'll sit there and I'll watch them back for like an hour. And then I'll start looking at them and I'll be like, okay, so if I was sitting in the audience, after this part of the record, that seems a little bit boring to me. And what can I do here? Should the dancers go off stage and get changed and come back out in a new costume in order to kind of like refresh the audience? Or I'll feel like, what can I do at this part of the show that's going to capture the people? I'll even literally go in and look through my costumes, and I'll wear different looks for different sets, and I'll be like, I'll watch it back, and I'm like, okay, I didn't love this look because this look, didn't make my dancing look as strong because the outfit was baggy, so I looked baggy in my choreography, and it didn't look as sharp and clean. And so I should change and put this on instead. And then literally just into every detail, like if I start with a certain set, would it be easier if I wore the same pants 2 sets in a row because my mic pack is attached to me and my other piece is around my waist and I'm dancing so much? So can I connect it in a way where I can wear the same pants for set 1 and 2 and only change the top? And when I change the top, will it be a dramatic enough change for the audience, or do they need a full change? If that happens and they do need a full change, that means the interlude video in between needs to be longer. I'll do it to the point where I rehearse the show so much that I'll rehearse the costume changes to the exact second. If the video that you're watching is a minute in between the show, I'll add around 50 seconds, I'll have timed it so much and rehearsed taking the clothes on and off, and that literally including if I'm sweating to death, because when you're sweating it takes longer to take the clothes off, to every detail about how this is exactly going to work. Because what happens if I go off stage, the video is done, this music starts playing, and my costume's not on? You know what I mean? Like, what do I do if that happens? So I literally will go in and study every single part of it to make everything work and to try to make it as flawless as it can. Of course, there's always things that happen unexpected, but it's also the testament of a true performer. When these things happen, what do I do to recover from them? And so, I will go into a lot of details about how to make this work. I don't like to play the interludes too long because I want to keep people on their toes. So if the video is going on for 2 minutes, it's 2 minutes too long. People are waiting to see, you know what I mean? Like, they want you to come back out. They want to see what's happening next. So I really try to time everything out and make sure that, it is all set up the right way. And then, yes, why do I get upset when I talk about influencers or the things that we put on other people? It makes me upset because I look at this number and I'm like, wow, 430 people are on here when I'm killing myself to do something great, to be something great, to really do, and then people are on their lives that have no talent at all talking about absolute nonsense, and there's 3,000 people on there. And I'm like, yeah, if someone could explain to me how the fuck that's possible, I would love to know. Again, at the end of the day, everything else is up to God. What's meant to be will be. And where I'm supposed to be and what's supposed to happen for me is the way it is. I can't change who I am. And I guess you just go with it. I'm excited about my show, and I don't care if there's 100 people watching or 12,000 people watching. You're getting the same show no matter what. That doesn't change how I would put on a performance. It doesn't. I would perform the same way for 10 people as I would for 20,000 people, because a person is a person, and an audience is an audience, and everyone deserves that. Do I want to have massive people? Of course. Is the show going to be any different? No. The caliber will always be the same no matter what. Or I wouldn't do it at all. Because if I'm not going to do it, great, I wouldn't do it. If my costume doesn't go on, then just come out naked. I've had issues like that before. Would I do gospel? No, I never have, but I wouldn't not do it. If it was something that, too much staring at the screen, I know. Thank you, guys. My eyes have been bothering me for 2 days. I don't know what it is. They're just so dry right now. Sorry, let me keep cleaning this up as I'm doing this. Have you guys, I'm watching a new, let me try to bring this lower while I'm doing this. Have you guys ever watched this show? I've just started watching it. I watch it at from 4 in the morning to 6:30 a.m. because it's the only time I have. It's called Queen of the South. It's on Netflix. So good. Love it. Recommend it. If you guys are looking for a show to watch. It was really good. You watched all that? I haven't watched all of it, so don't tell me. I'm only on the beginning of season 2, but it was really good. You know what else I love about it? I love a show that has to do with, I love Ozark, I've seen that. I love a show that has to do with a bad bitch. I'll tell you why. It's inspiring. I'm watching this show, right? I'm not going to give it away if you haven't seen anything, but so the main character, one of the main characters is a bad bitch. A guy that I work with calls me right after I watched an episode. He's like, yeah, I'm going to need an extra 2 days to get this to you. I said, because I get connected to the characters. I said, excuse me? He said, yeah, I'm really busy doing this. I said, did you get paid? I said, I don't care if you have to stay up all night. I need the record. I have a rehearsal. And when I hung up, I couldn't even believe I did that because it was so not like me. But I felt such the fuck. My business is important too. Just the same way that her, drug business was important to her. You got paid, and I said that I needed my record by tonight, and I gave you 2 weeks, and I need a record. Sorry, then you have to stay up all night and do it. So I love the shows like this because after I watch them, I always feel I'm just I'm not letting anybody walk all over me. I would never do it, but it seems honestly, kind of a fun life a little bit to live on the edge. I said to my mom, I was like, Mom, do you want to sell drugs? God, all this music shit, it's so much work, for what? Let's go sell some drugs and make some money. It seems so much fun. You know what I mean? Just living on the edge like that. I just love it. Again, I would never do it, but I've seen Breaking Bad. I love Breaking Bad too. I just love all the shows like that. I also love them too because they're such a distraction from your real life. I need a show that I wear 1 million, the cologne. I love shows that, because I have so much going on every day in my life, and so much stress. I can't sleep at night because of all the things I'm thinking and all the things I have to do. And I'm like, oh shit, I have to do this, and I still have to do this tomorrow, and I have to work, and I have to figure this out, and I have this rehearsal, and I need to message this dancer, and this song isn't done, and this person needs this, and my phone. I wake up every morning to over 90 messages. That's how I start my day. I'm just I start my day with anxiety. So to watch a show that can distract me from that and bring me into a whole trance, I live for it. I'm too good looking to go to prison. You know what my mom always says about prison? She says, send me, please. They cook for you. They clean for you. Nobody fucking bothers you. It sounds like heaven to me. I'm like, huh. Some people leave prison leaving really good. I don't know what goes on in there. I take melatonin. It doesn't do anything for me. I'm honestly, it doesn't sound like such a bad idea. As people leave prison, they come out. Bodies look sick.